I'm Ketan Yadav. I'm the Chief Operating Officer of Red Chillies VFX.
My name is Harry Ingorani and I'm the Creative Director at Red Chillies VFX.
Fan.
And my first meeting was, I couldn't see anything. I was just looking at him because first time seeing one actor, big actor, because all the time we had only worked in ads. So this is the first time my interaction was with the actor. So whatever he was saying, everything went from my top. I couldn't see anything. I couldn't understand anything what he's saying and all that. So that's how it started. He liked us. We kind of, at that time, we visualized certain action sequences which they had in mind, and we showed him, and he was like completely thrilled. Oh, this also we can do it. So now we were in Eagle Video Films since last 7 years, I think. We worked there for 7 years, 6 to 7 years, and we did couple of movies with Red Chillies, which was Main Hoon Na to start with, and then we did Paheli. After that, we wanted to expand in Famous Studio, but the thing is, at that time there were a lot of advertising agencies and all that, so we didn't have space to expand. And SRK, as Ketan said, he wanted to kind of do a superhero film and all that. He wanted to start a company. The main problem was happening during Main Hoon Na and Paheli. Every time we train the team, they used to leave after the project. So every movie you do, take it up and you have to kind of start from scratch. That was the problem. So you wanted to always expand, kind of have some backing where we can teach people and all that, they can be with us for 6-7 years. So that's how the whole idea started. So then they had a meeting, everything worked out, and we formed Red Chillies VFX in 2006.
See, experience on Fan, VFX wise, there is nothing anybody can flaw in our work. And just not Fan, it goes for Ravan, it goes for Krish 3, it goes for Zero, it goes for, any project we do. The commitment is very clear. SRK is also very clear that, the Red Chillies VFX should stand for quality. People from outside should come and just praise our work. Whether the film is done well or not doesn't matter. And taking the same principle, we are always true to the quality part, okay? And Fan was no different. It kind of laid the foundation stone for Zero. One of the things about Fan is that since there was no reference point of anybody doing it the 2D way by live action, we spoke to a lot of studios, we did a lot of R&D, we could not find a single path as to how to make it possible. So we kind of called the CEO of the biggest software giant in our industry. He came down from US for some show in India, and then we called him to our studio and we showed him what we need to do. He said it will take about 2 to 3 years and some $1 million to basically make possible in the software what you're looking for. And cut to, we have a meeting with Aditya Chopra next week, and we told him, sir, it's going to take about 2 years to make. He told us, you have 11 months, take it or leave it. Let me know in 2 days whether it's going to be possible or not. And we walked out knowing no way how we're going to make this possible. And kind of we committed, okay, 11th month it is, and we walked out, and then we figured out a way how to make it possible. So that's your anecdote on Fan.
Fan, initially when we started, they started with prosthetic. So whatever you could get real, But what happened, after putting prosthetic on nose also, his nose suddenly started becoming more bigger. And it didn't look cute, by the way, So then we started reducing, and we were not getting the results we wanted. Initial tests, if you see the images and all that, he had curly hair, then he had straightened hair. So a lot of looks we tried. We tried some 7-8 looks. Sometimes we had put prosthetic a little heavier hair. The jawline was different. And every time he was involved in that, because obviously his face. So for those things, he's involved completely, The rest of us, VFX and all that, when we're doing special effects and simulation and all that, he doesn't get involved on day-to-day basis. But face and body and all that, he had to see it.
In fact, all actors do get involved personally when it comes to that.
So they know their face best than anybody else, Mainly, then we went through whole R&D basically. If any person is younger, 20 years back and all that, what are the things which have changed? So we went through all the images, then current images, then we morphed also those images. What are the changes which have been occurred during, so many years and all that. So based on that, we could decode everything. Okay, we need to add more eyelashes, things which have become less over the years and all that. Your nose starts becoming bigger, so we reduce the nose, then ears and all that. And kind of, because we use little prosthetic, so in principal photography, when we got the shots, so it had a discoloration of prosthetic as well as a real skin. So we had to match that as well, and make it, blend it, so it doesn't look like you have used a prosthetic. So that was the main work, then making his nose shorter, keeping the light intact on the nose, and a little cleaning and all that, where we started looking 20 years younger.
Also, when you use prosthetic, there is no hair, there is no beard hair.
Yeah.
So we added beard hair,
Correct.
so a stubble on him, So all these things which subconsciously the audience may not be able to pinpoint, they'll say it's looking fake, but these are the things which perceives a common eye to kind of say, okay, this is real.
Yeah, basically the shot where he's sitting on the terrace and I think they burned some effigy or something he burned. So he was sitting on that. So obviously now you can't be good looking there. There will be stubble and all that. So because we had used little prosthetic in this area, the whole stubble went under it. So now what we did basically, we scanned some other guy's beard and all that. And for that shot, we had put that. Initially when we started shrinking his body, hands and all that, we wanted to show him different, completely different from and not very healthy and all that, because he's a normal guy and all that. So we shrunk his body, made him a little thin, not very muscular and all that. Like in 20s how you are, when you're not doing gymming and all that, how your body should look like. So those things we started doing it, and made him shorter by 2 inches in fan. Whenever you see them together and all that, there's a difference.
He's walked to a chartered plane, okay?
Correct.
Aryan's walk. So they had to show Heathrow Airport in the background, one day, one shot, taking everybody there, SRK not like coming on time, taking the backdrop, the plane landing on time or taking off on time. They shot it on the terrace of Yashraj, not even in a studio.
With minimum props.
And it looks super real, it looks super photogenic.
Yeah. It's like, you kind of take the time from airport and all that. Now, within that window, you have to shoot it, because it's like they cost you per hour. Okay, so if you are in a half an hour late, you're gone. And it was very niche film, from beginning only they told us, we can't have so many days shooting and all that, because very different film it was.
It was an
and they
experiment.
didn't want to kind of, have more than 90 days for the whole film to shoot, because of logistics and everything what they had planned. So a lot of things, that's why we started shooting in studio, like, that whole building fight and all that. And obviously the building was not that good also to shoot and all that, so they didn't allow us. Certain shots we went there and took it, but not fight parts and all that. Fight parts we did at the studio. And we used the photogrammetry for that. Same thing we use for the Europe sequence where they're fighting. Same. Initially when we shot there, the sequence was different. We took a lot of plates and everything, and when we came here, the whole fight section changed, choreography changed. So we had to kind of make part of it, the whole terrain, we made it little part of it, 25% and all that. And we shot whole action sequence. In the background, we recreated using the photogrammetry, photos, drone shots and other things, what photos we had. So we had to recreate in 3D because we never planned it, because the whole choreography changed, angle changed. So whatever images and shots we had, that didn't match. So we had to create everything in 3D to match it.
Well, if I have to define VFX in 3 words, VFX. 3 letters actually.
So if I define VFX in 3 words, I will say, wow.
That's 3 letters. We both said 3 letters, not 3 words. VFX, well, 3 words is, I think I can do 3 sentences. That it's a new age tool. If you know how to use it, you can do wonders with it. It can give you an amazing visual feel to your film or a show or whatever you're using it for. And thirdly, producers have to be aware of the power of VFX. And sometimes they basically do the other way, where they kind of, force themselves to do it live when it is very simple and easy to do in VFX. So their knowledge has to be there. Please
Like and share and subscribe
on
on
IGN
IGN
India.
India.